see all the way that gravity turns on you and me. And I look up at the sky, saw the sun, and the way that gravity moves on everyone.
All right, guys, what is going on? What's good? What is good? It is Monday. It is Monday, right? Yeah, it is Monday. And it is the last trading week before Christmas. And it is, well, pretty much, well, I guess 2 weeks before the new year, but it's pretty much the last week of the year for me, dude. Today was probably my last trade of the day. I mean, today was definitely the last trade of the day. The last trade of the year for currencies. 100%. I'm not touching currencies at all after today. Want to end the year on a good note and be done. Know what I'm saying? Don't try to push it. Want to hit a banger and then be done. See you in January. Know what I'm saying? Just listening to your session, Fear in the Market. Ninja, I'm not sure what you're referring to there, my friend. But what's good, Naruto Zay Ninja? We gotta get you a sniper badge, Ninja. I don't know what happened. I thought you had one. What happened? What's good, Ibrahim Lucas? Levi says gold buys are bussin'. I haven't paid too much attention to gold today. I think it's stronger than silver today, if I'm correct. Silver just sucks. But it'd be like that. It do be like that. 50K Zay is in the building, says gold was nice. I was break even too early. It do be like that sometimes, my friend. Especially if you trade currencies on an intraday basis, you got to deal with spread. Sometimes that will come back and get you. So it'll get you. It'll get you. Was good, Vadu. Was good, Maximiliano. Edgar. Milton Z is on lunch reading your book. Oh, that's great, man. I appreciate that. Hopefully you get some value, Milton. Hopefully you get some value. It'll be the 3rd year anniversary in a couple months, which will be the 4th anniversary of when I started it. Way back when. Was good to see trades. Aussie was too clean to leave it alone today. I agree. And Edgar got a much better entry than I did. So, that's just benefits of your time zone. Okay, your fucking time zone. All right. And I did call this out in front of over 700 people. That's always nice being right. That's always nice being right. But it's not about being right. It's about making money. But it is good to have both. All right. I will tell you that. It is good to have both, my friends. So this big dump right here, right? You see this? Well, I mean, it's like 30 pips. I mean, it's nothing like crazy. Nothing crazy, but 30 pip dumps in less than an hour. Again, in front of 700 and something people, whatever. It was fun. All right. It was really cool. I was half asleep, but we still got it done, man. We still got it done. If you guys are here, if you can hear me, if you can see everything, drop a like on the stream. Let me know that you're here. Let me know that you're ready to learn something. I think Euro might have swept its high or is getting close to. I don't know. The Euro looks like shit today. We'll come back to that. I want to stick to Aussie for a little bit and explain exactly what happened here. Okay. That was the point. Because I did say on Twitter, one of the crypto accounts was saying that they were on the space that I was a speaker of, and I was like, hey, I'll be on Twitter in like 45 minutes. I mean, I'll be on YouTube in about 45 minutes if you want to come hang out, and I'll explain why I was able to call out this move to go lower, free money Mondays. Okay. No income claims. Not that I have to say that anymore, but what's good? Haydar. Nice distribution on British pound. Yeah, British pound is weak as fuck. British pound is definitely weaker than Euro today. It is not looking good for anyone who's long on British pound. And we can see some strength on the side of Euro. You can definitely see that weakness in the British pound and a little bit of weakness in the Australian dollar. Know what I'm saying? That's why the stream today is called Australian Dollar Liquidity Down Under. That's supposed to be a Australian joke. I don't know if I'm funny or not. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. I can guarantee you, I think you'll learn more about the markets. I can't guarantee that I'll be funny. Okay. I try, but I can't guarantee that. What's good, Willow? What's good? What's good? Did you guys have a good weekend or what? Did you guys have a good weekend or what? Did you get all your Christmas shopping done? If you're into that, I know I am. I had to wrap some stuff. Looks like we're having I'm just gonna mark this up. Looks like we're getting somewhat of a inverted imbalance here on the 15-minute. So we might trade higher, but well, pretty much everything you see on the chart is exactly it's pretty much it. I mean, we can get complex, we can keep it simple, we can do both. I mean, I guess it depends on what you want to do. I like knowing a lot of things about the market. You don't always need everything, but because I guess if you know more, you can run into a potential analysis paralysis. But at the same time, if you do know a lot and things align with what you know, I think it also becomes easier to take a trade because you know what you're doing and you know what's going on, which is why I was comfortable calling out a potential short on Australian dollar. And then I also had said, but I said today, I don't know if I was going to hit today, but I said I'm looking for all-time highs on the triple Qs, which is up at 408.71. So that is a bit of a ways away because that was around 840. 835, 840 is when I had mentioned that today on the Twitter space. And you'll see the same gap over in the futures market as well. So it looks like we're about, let me just measure this real quick. I guess if we took our 830 open up to all-time highs, we're a little bit over halfway there. So we would have to see a continued strength on Nasdaq if we're going to get to all-time highs today, but that honestly, that's questionable. I don't know. We could get there today, but that's what I said in the space. I said I don't know if we're going to get there today, but that's what I'm looking for. So I don't know if I'm going to be right on that, but we'll monitor the situation closely. Netflix hit fresh 2023 highs. Yeah. So that was very short-lived. I thought we were going to hang out a little bit more up there. I thought about taking some partials and I didn't. And I'm almost regretting it. But Netflix looking pretty good for today. JP Morgan, very, very similar. We're finally near the high end of that gap. We ended up creating a high of 167.13. So again, if you zoom out, or if you just go on your chart, again, at JP Morgan, JPM, if you go look at it, Thursday, January 13th, that close, and the open of January 14th, there's that gap. All right, from January of 2022. Okay, so all you got to do is stretch that over, and that's where the market is at. So November was solid, and December, or at least the first half of December, has been equally as solid. We've only had like one down day in the last month and a half. maybe 2, but you know, so tech's looking pretty good, which that also includes Tesla. It was up almost 2% today. Yeah, almost 2%, and now it's like almost flat. So we'll have to see where we close. But anyway, I'm showing you things, not just a very sliver of it is to brag, yes, but I'm an educator. I'm here to educate. So I'm here to lead by example. So it is what it is. That's going to be part of it. But at the same time, though, Netflix and Tesla, I think, are part of the Nasdaq, which that in turn should help push the triple Qs to all-time highs. Okay, so there's a method to the madness. There's a reason that I'm calling for certain things or looking for certain things, and there's a justification behind that. It's not just, you know, oh, I'm looking for this or that for like some random reason. Okay, there's an actual method to the madness. So if you, I know we did a long ass stream on Friday, and if you go back to Friday, you remember that we were looking for shorts in the afternoon for Nasdaq, but we also had this gap, which I think Cameron or one of you pointed out, and so the futures side didn't end up taking the equal lows, but the ETF side did meet the gap. So we came off of that, and then with today, you already see where it looks like it's wanting to trade to all-time highs. So if we're bullish on stocks, bullish on tech stocks specifically, and then we see bullish price action. I mean, look at this, bro. Look at this. Here's our 8:30 open. We trade a little bit lower. We trade up, back down at 10 o'clock. So this was an hour and a half after the first time that I spoke on the space. But you know, there's a mitigation and there's a gap within that. There's your mitigation model right at 10 o'clock Central Time. Bam, right there. That's a wick in. I didn't trade that, but you know, it's there. And so things look bullish. Okay. So that's how you do that. All right. Maybe you don't trade individual stocks. Maybe you don't trade options. Okay. But the equities market is still an important factor for futures, or even if you don't trade futures, the CFDs, US 30, NAS 100, or SP 500, SPX, or whatever. Okay. So it's good to know these things. Then you add levels of liquidity. And then once everything lines up, that's when you get some banger setups like today. Being long on triple Qs. Again, I'm not long specifically today. I'm still holding stock that I already have. But I elected to go with Australian dollar today. Okay, and this is what that looks like. The first thing that jumps out to me, and again, this is with any chart, doesn't matter what time frame, doesn't matter what asset it is. Okay, literally it doesn't matter. First thing I'm looking for when I'm doing like a speed analysis, I'm scrolling through currencies, you know, what am I going to look for? I'm looking for equal highs. I'm looking for equal lows. And there's like triple lows right here. There's 3 lows right here. That's phenomenal. 2 is great, but like 3 is just as close to a guarantee as you can get. Nothing's guaranteed except you'll take a losing trade. That's guaranteed. All right. But you want to stack probabilities. Where are probabilities? 6690s. Okay. 6690s. But you know, before the market goes lower, what does it do first, chat? Before the market goes lower, chat, what does it do first? Lucas had a blessed weekend. That's very nice. What's good, Alex? Can I make a video about correlations? I probably could. I don't see why that should be a video, but I guess it could be. It'd probably be a short video. But I guess I could. Let me write that down before I forget. Because I guess I don't have one. But my friend, there is also a vast difference between correlations and intermarket analysis. Way different. You know, it's one thing to look at Aussie and Kiwi, and it's another thing to look at Aussie Kiwi gold or, you know, shit like that. So it gets very intricate, but I guess I could probably do that. Triple highs are like a full house. I would agree. Or lows. Okay. Right. So the question was, before the markets go lower, what do they do first? Naruto, Ninja, Zay says they go higher. Libra, I'm not exactly sure what your scenario 3 is, but I'll take it. Higher first, you're correct. Nikki says goes higher or grabs liquidity. Felix says higher first. Exactly. So do we see that? Do we see that? Well, yes. Was that today? Oh, yeah, this was London. That's London Open right there. So London rallies higher, drops down, little break of structure here, rallies. There's an imbalance up here, which honestly I didn't even notice until I think it was Edgar who pointed that out. That's why I say Edgar got a better entry than me, because I think he shorted up here. So good for you. But I wasn't even up. I was up at 7:30. Should I have rolled out of bed at like 7:40, maybe 8, and then hopped on the call? You know what I mean? So good for you, my friend. But if you look closely, this is what I was trying to point out, and this is why that purple is here. Okay, the purple boxes are inverted imbalances. Okay, because you have that here. You have that run up at 5:45 a.m. and it leaves behind an imbalance, which it does come down for. It ends up trading to the lower end and then trades higher. But that's very short-lived. Okay? Like most of my relationships. All right? They're very short-lived. It's a short-lived movement here because that immediately hits this imbalance, respects it, dumps lower. So this is important right here. Okay? Why is that 8 o'clock candle important? Because it absolutely rips through the face of that imbalance here. Okay? It was bullish until it wasn't. All right? So it rips right through that. So what does that become? It was bullish here. And this creates an imbalance where? Think about where. I gave you an imbalance model earlier this year. I gave you all types of models this year. Mitigation model, the Y-slime model. I gave you a simple imbalance model, which you could also tweak just a little bit and get a inversed or inversion imbalance model. I don't know. I don't want to get too complicated with the names, but in short, it's an imbalance OTW. There you go, Naruto. You see, you guys, I didn't even need to say it, Felix. On the way to liquidity. You already know where the liquidity is at. It formed on Sunday? Ooh, that's all right. Friday/Sunday. No big deal. Triple lows. Distribution. Okay? So it's in order. Remember, well, Friday, oh my God, we talked like probably about 30 different things on Friday. One of them was the story. It's all a controlled demolition, right? So what's got to happen first? Before it goes lower, it's got to go higher first. Because they're going to distribute longs. Okay, for, you know, there's a short-term trend to the upside. So somebody's long, not me, but, you know, they're going to distribute above old highs, then break down. So there's your shift in market structure, break in market structure, however you want to look at it. One more time it trades above this old high, and then again, imbalance, respects to go lower. So this is where, this is how you enter before big moves, okay? This is how you call out moves in front of almost 1,000 people, okay? is you wait and go, okay, we've already shown its willingness to go lower, and it creates an imbalance on the way lower on top of this old one that was bullish here. So you see how they overlap? That's what makes it juicy. That's what makes it clean. Look how far it trades into that, my friends. Look at that. Look at this candle, this down candle right here. A imbalance, okay? In my opinion, an imbalance forms with 3 candles. Cameron, you're fucking lying. You're lying, bro. That's close, though. It is very close. But that's not all-time highs for me, at least. Unless you're looking at the future side. Because that's like right there. At 408.71, it's only at 407.35. I'm going to put an alert there. Because I got to talk some shit on social media if we get that today. So we're not there yet, but very close. Oh, okay, not the ETF. Yeah. Okay. Must be my CFD trash. Hey, look, whatever works, man. Whatever works. Okay. But hey, I ain't gonna knock you for it. But let me go back to what I was talking about. The imbalance. An imbalance, to me, it forms with 3 candles. At least 3. You can have more, but 3 is the minimum, right? Because you have this candle here, the candle lower, and then the candle after. So that becomes the imbalance that's created on the way lower. From this candle's low and this up candle's high. That's it right there. Those 2 price points. And we'll just make them a different color so we don't get confused. Okay? So that's it right there. Is everybody on the same page? Do you see how we did that? That's what an imbalance is. 1 candle all the way lower that separates everything here, and pretty much that right there. It's very quick. It's very quick. Sort of like the appetizers when they get to the table. All right. If I'm hungry, it's going quick. All right. This is a break through the 3 candles to form. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Felix is laughing. That's funny. I told you I tried to be funny. It's not a guarantee, though. It's not a guarantee, my friends. So now look at it. You've got this imbalance here that was respected initially. Then you've got an overlap. So now do you see there's 4 price points? You don't need all 4. I'm not trying to confuse you, but if we're going to get detail, we're going to draw it out. So now you have, again, this imbalance on the way lower and an old imbalance here, right? Watch this. Bam. Look at that. Look at that right there at 8:30. A little bit like 2 pipettes. 2 pipettes. Trades lower. Right? All right, John. Well, you're always talking about order flow and, if a bullish market, down candles should be respected, and the inverse, if the market's bearish, then up candles should be respected. So what's drawn out right here for you? This up candle. So guess what? 8:45, what do? We trade up and into what? That right there. Central Time, Ninja. I'm Central Standard Time. You see at the bottom of the screen, it says 12:31. That's what time it is for me. 12:31 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay. So yes, you could have been like Edgar and shorting up here, okay? Or you could have shorted this inverted imbalance here, or what I did, this up candle here a little bit late. You could short that in any sense. It absolutely ripped. Small retracement. ripped, small retracement, ripped right for the lows at 66.92. All right, perfect. So all of this also happens to be in a premium. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to clean this up a little bit. Okay, when we measure price legs, premium discount, okay, we have the equal low or triple lows liquidity, and then we have the high of the distribution, right? Where's your 50%? It's right there. Okay, it's right there. Okay. What's it do here? Have a good one, John C. What's it doing here, fam? What did we talk about on Friday? What were you supposed to study this weekend? I think the measurements are correct. Unless I'm being a goober. I think that's correct. What was your homework this weekend? What'd you backtest this weekend? Don't tell me you didn't backtest. You had like all of Friday, all of Saturday, and yesterday. Let me just make sure I didn't skip anybody's in the chat. Yeah, I don't think so. I think I got everybody. Delon, I mean, NZD is similar story. It's just going to be, it's correlated, but it's not the same. But very, very similar story. But I'll take a brief look at it. Where did I put my stop loss? Tiago, you know I don't trade with a stop loss, my friend. Because I'm always right. I'm just kidding. My stop was right here at 67.33. Or it might have been a little bit lower. Trying to squeeze out the 1 to 3. But no, always trade with a stop loss, folks. Don't ever, your stop loss is my entry. Well, that idea would have been here, but yes. Yes. It's funny how far that saying has gone on Twitter, because half of them don't know that it came from me, but who cares? Market trades through fair value line. I'll take that, Lee Bright. Willingness, I'll take that, Zay. Crossed from premium to a discount back into a premium, where now concepts work to the downside. Ninja says, I never backtested. Well, holy shit. We're going to move right along past that. Ninja, that's crazy. Premium discount, I agree. Imbalance premium. Yes. All right, I'm going to get back to the chat just a minute. Yes, guys, what you were supposed to study this weekend is what I told you about on Friday, when the market, when you have your range and then it crosses 50%, okay? It barely does it. You got to zoom in. It barely does it, but it still does, okay? So it crossed 50%. Then this is a premium imbalance, premium inverted imbalance, premium institutional candle, whatever you want to call it, okay? Or a 618, 786. Who cares? All of this was in a premium because the entire 50%, well, 50% is fair value. I mean, that's a dog shit entry, but above that is premium. So everything here was in a premium. Buy low, sell high, my friends. So you studied that on Friday and this weekend, and then you see the same phenomenon happen on Monday. Congrats, you know how to trade. I gave you the fucking keys to the kingdom, dude. I told you that. I said I just handed you the keys to the kingdom. You thought I was lying? You thought I was just trying to show off? No. I'm showing you how to get absolute phenomenal entries how to take good trades, low risk, high reward, good trades. And you saw that. Okay. Edgar got the greatest one. I don't need that. The second greatest one would have been this inversion here. I got the third greatest. I got in just before the big move. So not as big of a move, probably not as good of a risk reward from up here. But hey, fam, I can't take a trade if I'm not awake, bro. But if I didn't set a pending order prior, I'm not taking a trade. But that's okay. That's okay. You don't need the entire range. This is still more than 50% of the overall move. So I still captured a good amount. My stop is in profit somewhere. I'll probably get stopped out on the way up, and that's fine because I'm already out most of it. But that's how you do that. Okay. Let me just, before I get back to the chat, okay, I'm going to say this one more time. Your job over the weekend was to study that phenomenon, was to study when price crosses the 50% and then back into it to look at like concepts that are in a premium. Okay. Now, Edgar, I don't know if you know this. But if you took even the smaller range here, this imbalance, the one that you took, was a premium inside of a premium. You see that? You can break it down even further. So, great job. I like that. I like when students take good trades. You know, it tells me that you guys are paying attention and that I'm not a failure as an educator. Because it would not be cool, man, if there's 131 of you. Okay, it would say a lot about me if nobody ever got funded, if nobody ever took good trades. It would mean that I'm trash. So your success is good. That's good. You know what I mean? So Lucas coming in with the good questions again. I like it. When you draw your fib, do you draw it from the lowest point to the highest point on the market for the specific day? Well, it depends. So most of you probably weren't there for the Twitter space today, and that's okay. But on the tweet, because something happened with the microphone, I was like lagging or something, so I tweeted it out so they could at least see it. And then I hopped back and then explained it. But in the tweet, I said lower Australian dollar on an intraday basis, which means small time frame, not probably holding overnight. And that's why I meant that, because this was more so a day trade. So technically, if we were looking at the macro perspective, let's just delete everything. The macro perspective is this low. Okay, on Friday. Friday's low is the macro perspective over the last few days or so. I mean, just zoom out, just look at it. You know what I mean? Like, that's the only low that's obvious. And then that was our current high by the time, the New York session came around. London was here. New York was somewhere in here, roughly. So for the day's range, the macro, yes, that's your premium and discount. Okay. Liquidity below 50%. Buy low, sell high, my friends. So it depends. You can draw premium and discount levels at every high and low. It's just, you're not going to know which ones work until you apply timing, right? The watermark, time, price, context. It's got to be at the right time and the right price with the right context. So what's the timing tool here? That was New York. You could also utilize London Open if you want to, because this inverted imbalance was also above London Open. Okay. Yeah. So the macro premium discount is here, and then on smaller time frame, or even like the shorter term, like I just drew, you know, now you have premium discount. And then even smaller, like probably a 5 minute or 1 minute, you have premium discount here. So if you wanted to, you could consider this imbalance a premium within a macro premium. Or yeah. So you have sell high, sell high, sell high. You know, it's at an extreme. It's at the extreme end of this total range. Now, it's awkward at first because you're like, well, the trend is up. You know, why am I shorting an uptrend? And then you realize, oh shit, this does actually work. Right. It's hard because I don't want to make it seem like I know everything in the world, because I absolutely don't, okay? But most people, just like the education system, you get indoctrinated into garbage. You get indoctrinated into trend lines and channels and trends and shit that just ultimately works a lot less than people make it seem. Versus where you come onto this channel, and again, not to brag, but you see that I'm right way more often than I am wrong. But I've been doing this for a long fucking time. I've cut my teeth. I've got my face ripped off more than you can imagine. I've learned a lot of lessons, okay? Emotionally, monetarily, you name it, I've done it, okay? You have to take what is mainly taught and you have to just flip it. You have to literally reverse it. Remember last week I was saying that somebody was bragging about a 40% win rate or a 30% win rate. And my first thought was, you win 30% of the time, you need to do exactly the opposite of what you're doing. Then you'll win 70% of the time, right? It's the same idea, but it's so hard for people because it's a U-turn. Think about losing weight, for example. Losing weight's difficult, but you know what? I've done that too. I lost over 20 pounds. I think I gained like 3 or 4 back because, you know, it's December and, you know, whatever. We're not going to talk about it. But at a certain point, I had lost over 20 pounds. But you know what? It's fucking hard because you have to change your lifestyle. You got to change what you eat, drink more water, go outside more often. It's a shift in your mindset and with your body. It's a shock. Okay. Trading is no different. Most people don't understand liquidity. They don't understand, you know, shorting markets that are trading higher. In the short term, yeah, this looks bullish. It looks bullish. And then it absolutely gets its face ripped off and trades lower. And people don't understand that. People all the time, when moves happen, and this even happens in the Twitter space that I'm in, that I'm a part of too. And they know their shit. I'm not trying to say that they don't, but you hear people say, oh, this stock is up. What happened? Oh, this stock is down. What happened? What happened? What happened? Gold's doing this and doing that. What's going on? Is there any news? Like, what's happening? Right. But we looked for this move and there was no news. I really don't know much about Australia, to be honest. I know they got kangaroos and shit over there. You know, I don't know what their television programs are. I don't know who their president is. I don't know anybody in Congress. I couldn't even name 5 companies that are based in Australia, besides maybe Canva. I don't know shit about Australia, bro. But yet, I can trade their currency like nobody's fucking business because it's all based on liquidity, time, price, and context, okay? That's what it's about. But my point is, you have to shift. If you were indoctrinated to bullshit education, you have to shift and you learn to trust it. That's why when I find something high probability, I try to tell you about it, so you can watch it pan out in real time. I was literally at 8:41. At 8:41, I tweeted that I want to be short on, you know, on Australian dollar. And then out of nowhere, 5 minutes after I tweet, it just happens to dump 30, 20. Fuck, I can't do math. 30. Yeah, it just randomly drops 30 pips after I'm looking for shorts. It looks like I'm moving the market, but I'm not. I'm absolutely not doing that. I'm just a 30-year-old guy, in my fucking office looking at markets on two 27-inch monitors. But I don't move markets. I'm looking for the move. I'm looking to get in a little bit or just before the move is going to happen. And that's what it's going to attack: liquidity. What do markets do? They trade from what to what? We say this all the time here on this channel. All the time. At least once a week I say this to remind you, to ingrain it into your memory. The markets move from what to what? There's only 4 ways. Well, there's 4 predominant ways. Okay? Because you could always say mitigation and all this other bullshit. But at a very fundamental level, the beginning and end of every move, in my opinion, the beginning and end of every move is manipulation. Period. Why do you think that's so important? Why do you think that's one of the first chapters in my book? I think chapter 1 is what traders need to know. And chapter 2 is market manipulation. Because that's the first thing. That's you building your house on concrete or the rock. That's your foundation to understanding, why does the market make a high up here? Why does it make a low right here? Specifically, it's manipulation. That's all it is. And to be honest, Ninja, you don't even need to get my book, bro. You don't even need it. I mean, it's cool if you buy it. Obviously, I'm gonna get a little commission from it, but you're gonna learn more here on this channel. Okay? So you can buy it if you want to. It's on Amazon. You can Google me. Okay? It's there. But you don't need that. You will learn a lot on this channel. But you'll learn more backtesting too. That's why I gave you a backtesting assignment on Friday. Okay? Okay. Premium discount fractalization is what I was backtesting. Premium and discount ranges inside of premium discount ranges. Right. So what did you find out, Cameron? When you were backtesting and studying, what did you find out? Or what did you at least solidify in your mind? Like, okay, I'm starting to see this more. I'm starting to trust this a little bit more. What was that for you, Cameron? That session alone was worth more than the price of the membership. Thanks, Narta. Well, you should see some of the trades that I take or some of the trades that the students take. You'd be like, bro, you should charge way more for your YouTube. But from the jump, I said it's not going to be a lot. And I'm not going to raise my price. I'm not doing it. That's a whole other conversation, though. Oh, you're right, Ninja. I did make it a members only video right after the stream was over. It was public at the time, and then I switched it to member only after that. Razzle dazzle, as Lee Bright says, just amazing. We also have divergence with New Zealand, and the market moves to the low resistant lows. Yeah, there might have been a I don't know if I really saw one. I did say I'd talk about New Zealand for just a minute, so I'll go ahead and do that. You see the same thing here. It doesn't have the same lows, so that it was a little bit harder for me to trust, but okay. What's it do? Before it goes lower, it goes higher first, right? It takes out the December 13th high right there. Boom. It's that, trades lower, and then rallies into what? Well, there's a lot of shit here. There's a lot. I only marked up one thing. This imbalance that was respected bullishly, if that's a word, English 100, then it disrespects that. What's it leave on the way lower? On the premium end, meaning above 50%. There's an imbalance right there. Boom. There's your imbalance. What is this? What is this formation right here? Well, this whole formation kind of sucks, but if we did, God, this whole formation kind of sucks, but I guess if you were to do low, high, or excuse me, high, low, higher, high, and then ripping through that, this could even be seen as a mitigation. So you have a lot of shit here. Premium imbalance, inverted imbalance, post liquidity run. Australian dollar dumped, as did Kiwi. To be fair, I think Kiwi might have even moved a little bit more in terms of pips. Had about 37. So maybe we'll just round down to like 30, 32 with spread and fucking up the exit. We'll take a few pips off. So either way, there was movement to the downside for New Zealand and for Australian dollar. Know what I'm saying? And yes, I do choose the most obvious one. And Ninja, while you're here, this is why I make the point that people who come out and say, I only trade Euro, I only trade US 30. That's stupid to me. You're cutting out 95% of the opportunities for what? That's like saying, hey, I'm going to get a job, but I'm only going to work 4 hours a week. I want to work only on Mondays from 12 to 4. For what? Why even have a fucking job then? Most people work 40 hours. You only want to work 4? That's fucking retarded. That's what I think about when people tell me they only trade one asset. I think that's stupid. Personal preference. Zay put on 17 pounds. Well, Zay, but you're skinny though, so you're good, man. You're good. You're all right. Not me. I was like at 200 at one point. Wanted to fucking jump off a bridge. Not really. That's just a joke. Okay, it's just a joke. But the top, I was like, damn, 200 pounds. What the fuck? You can work those ranges all the way down from the weekly to the seconds chart. Keep it simple and aim for the intraday liquidity. We're day traders at the end of the day. We need to work 24 hours to trade it. You really don't. You really don't, bro. I woke up, got on the chart at 8:15, and I was done by 9:30. My day was done in less than 2 hours. Do I still sit in front of the screen all day? You bet your ass. This is what I love. I'm gonna do this. But guess what? When this stream is over in like 5-10 minutes, I gotta go do shit. I gotta go pick up the mail, and then I gotta go to the grocery store too. So my day is done. You don't need to sit in front of the charts all day. I just do it because I love it. And some people don't understand that either. They go, man, if you want to trade to get freedom, why sit in front of the screen all day? Because freedom is doing what you want to do when you want to do it. So if I happen to be in front of the charts because I want to, that's what I'm going to do. I ain't going to the fucking gym. Not today. Not today. Maybe in January, I'll go to the gym. I'm not doing that today, my friends. And thank you, Naruto, for asking. The wedding was great. The wedding was great. The music was a little bit too loud, but it was great. It was great. We had Chipotle chicken for dinner and then wedding cake for dessert. It was pretty awesome. A lot of good people. We had a good time. So, when is the best time to start trading next year? Well, Eberneth, I think that is personal preference, but I mean, I'll be on. The schedule's not going to change. I'll still be here every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Not Christmas though. So Monday and Tuesday, I probably won't stream next week. There's no point. Okay. But that'll be the only 2 streams that I will purposely not do this year. Is only because it's not a globally recognized holiday, but it's a fairly celebrated holiday, and things are going to be slow. Market's probably going to be closed. So there's not going to be a whole lot going on. And because of that, we'll take a break. But January starting, we're just going to get right back into it. You hear people saying, I'm done. You can be done. I'm going to come over here and make Aussie my bitch. That's what I'm going to do. But now I'm done. Okay? Now I'm done. So, everybody has their own preference. Okay? If you want to quit or not quit, I'm sorry. You can quit too, but I'm saying if you want to take a break and come back in January, you can do that. Okay? What are my hobbies and goals outside of trading? Making lesson plans, PowerPoints, and shooting content, reading. Music. I listen to music all day, every day. Shit, I got music on right now. I just mute it because so you won't hear it. Did I eat dessert first at the wedding? No, because you eat first and then the couple cuts the cake after. So no, I didn't. Great job, Ninja. Passed phase 1. Congrats. Took a break for at least. I took a break for the last week because of my health, says Lee Bright. No, that's good too. You're allowed to take a break at any time. Still reading books and watching old setups. Yeah, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. But that is going to be it for today, guys. That's going to be it for today. You know, the main point was to go through Australian dollar in depth. You got a very in-depth analysis. Hopefully you have an increased understanding now of how to find market moves, how to get in early like Edgar, or how to get in late like me. Either way, okay? You enter how you want. You decide what, your model is, your risk is, where your stop is at, all that shit. That's totally up to you. But in either case, you do what you want. But I am showing you how the markets move, how they do it, when they do it, why they do it. And that's it. So if you guys got some value, if you haven't already dropped a like on a stream, please do that as we head out for today. So I will see you guys again on Tuesday, tomorrow, where we'll have our next live stream for this week. And then that'll also be the first market review for all of the members here. So if you guys don't have a membership, guys, get one. Get a membership. It's only $25 USD a month. It's probably like 28 or 29 with tax. I'm not sure what it is, but it's less than $30 US a month. You get all the membership videos, the market reviews, everything that's behind the membership wall is yours. And then on top of that, you get access to the Discord too. So just think about that. All right. Y'all be good, man. I'll see you tomorrow.